Welcome back to the podcast channel, Beloved Vietnam, where we tell small but very gentle stories about the S-shaped country. Today, I invite you to join me in a city that doesn't need noise to be special. A place where even your breath can turn into mist. A place without a sea but makes you feel as if you are standing right in front of your heart. That is Đà Lạt. Touching Đà Lạt, the season of thin mist on the shoulders. Đà Lạt, the city of thousands of flowers, of pine trees and mist. Someone once said, coming to Đà Lạt is coming to a breathing dream. Located on Lam Vien Plateau at an altitude of more than 1,500 meters above sea level, Đà Lạt has a cool climate all year round. The four seasons are like a gentle melody. Early in the morning, the fog covers the roofs, and each tree branch shyly hides behind a thin curtain. And when the sunlight begins to filter through the pine forest, you will see a very poetic Đà Lạt, as if written in light and flower scent. If you have ever woken up in the early morning chill, found yourself lazily sipping a cup of coffee, then watching the sun drift gently through the pine trees, then perhaps your heart has been enchanted by Đà Lạt. The traces of time remain. In the middle of Lam Vien Plateau, Đà Lạt appears like a gentle oil painting. There is Xuan Wang Lake as clear as a whisper. There is Love Valley still waiting for someone to listen. There is Conga Church, ancient villas, flower gardens, pine forests, and nameless slopes like soft strokes in the heart of the foggy city. Đà Lạt is not only beautiful because of its natural beauty, but also because of its historical relics and architectural works with classic European style. Have you ever visited Bao Dai Palace, where the last king of the Nguyen dynasty lived and worked? Or walked in the ancient Đà Lạt railway station, a train station built by the French in the 1930s with a pointed roof? And did you know Đà Lạt also holds a regretful love story? On the top of Lang Biang Mountain, the sacred symbol of the highlands, is the story of Lang and Biang. They fell in love but were forbidden by the hatred between the two tribes. In the end, they chose death to be together. And the name Lang Biang was born as a testament to the immortal love in the vast mountains and forests. That love story does not need to be told, because just standing on the top of the mountain and looking at the thin clouds swirling around below, one can see a certain love still remaining in this place. Đà Lạt, each season a love song. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom all over the slopes. In summer, purple phoenix flowers bloom like gentle spots of memory. In autumn, Đà Lạt is a brilliant yellow with wild sunflowers stretching along the hillsides. In winter, the whole city seems to be covered in a white mist, cold but not freezing, just enough to make people want to hold hands a little tighter. Coming to Đà Lạt, you not only walk among flowers, but also among emotions. Even just sitting next to a cup of hot coffee, watching the mist flying through the wooden window, is enough to feel your heart calm down, then hum something very unique. Đà Lạt also keeps you with taste. On a cold morning, you sit on the sidewalk, in front of you is a bowl of steaming bancan, the fragrant smell of fried onions mixed in the mist. Or on a chilly evening, holding a cup of hot soy milk, listening to some old music in a small wooden shop. Đà Lạt is a city of small but profound things. No need for delicacies. Just a chicken sticky rice stall in front of the night market or a simple bowl of quang noodles on a small slope is enough to keep you here for another day. If you are a foreigner listening to this podcast, you may have heard of Hanoi, Hue, or Hoi An, but if one day you come to Vietnam and want to find a quiet, private corner, then visit Đà Lạt, you may not understand all of the Vietnamese, but you will understand the feeling of standing in the middle of a pine forest one morning, listening to the sound of falling leaves, and feeling your heart calm down. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode of Beloved Vietnam. I hope that, no matter who you are, a Vietnamese living far from home or an international friend, Đà Lạt will always be a fragile hug to you that will take a long time to let go. See you in the next episodes. And don't forget, slow down, love more, and keep a gentle corner in your heart for a place called Đà Lạt.